Hello friends, I'm Professor John Gallaugher, and here's a recap of the student showcase projects in our Boston College course, Physical Computing, Art, Robotics, and Tech for Good. It was a first course in programming electronics for just about everyone. It was a semester of CircuitPython with students learning all sorts of physical computing skills, including animating LED lights, detecting motion with an accelerometer, playing sounds and audio files, working with buttons, reed switches, potentiometers, and capacitive touch, using distance sensors, gesture sensors, temperature sensors, motors, and much more. And they learn to control projects remotely using Bluetooth as well as over Wi-Fi, creating and executing true Internet of Things concepts, including remotely controlled robots. Students also got experience with soldering, laser cutting and etching, and many learned 3D printing and other fabrication techniques as part of their maker journey. In the description, you can see links to their MakeArt presentations, as well as their assistive technology projects for the Boston College campus school, but here we're showing their showcase projects. Each student created an Instructable for their build so that you can recreate and learn from their work, and a link to that doc is also in the video description. Employers, know that I always have students that are seeking jobs and internships. My students are brilliant. If you have hiring info you want me to share, send it along. Boston area firms, I love bringing students on field visits to local tech firms, so if you're on the MBTA and you want to host, drop me a note. With that said, let me show you what these brilliant ones built. Drew built a bookshelf to automatically search for and retrieve a notebook with any notes he searched on. He has a Raspberry Pi Pico W hosting a web server which relays natural language queries to a Llama AI model that identifies any book with the query and sends back information so that the Pico can push out the correct book that has the requested info. Drew designed the custom wooden bookshelf and 3D printed the push mechanisms that are powered by 8 separate servos. No need for the Dewey Decimal System when you've got the Drewy robotic bookshelf. Siga showed her assistive tech project at the showcase. It's a xylophone that can be played by someone with severe mobility challenges. The fabric-coated blocks detect a touch that's relayed to a mechanism that fires a solenoid that strikes the appropriate note on the xylophone. The blocks can be mounted on a wheelchair tray, and if someone keeps a hand on the block, the note will continuously play. Everyone at the showcase loved trying out Siga's work, and her earlier glowy squeeze ball for MakeArt was also a crowd favorite. Javier built Mjolnir, the Hammer of Thor 2.0. Try to lift the hammer, and it will judge your worthiness, releasing the electromagnet if you channel the soul of the God of Thunder. The hammer will also thunderclap if swung. The hammer is 3D printed, and the electronics are extensive. Javi, expect a call from Marvel any day. There's an opening for a new Iron Man. Tommy K modified a Roomba to create BeverageBot. BeverageBot is controlled through an Adafruit I/O dashboard. It uses a thermal sensor to detect and come toward humans, and it uses a distance sensor to avoid obstacles. If you want to quaff bevs delivered by a robot, this build's for you. Brendan loves Ultimate Frisbee, so he built a disc with CircuitPython Smarts. A gyroscope reports back via Bluetooth so that you can check an app and get all sorts of metrics on your flick and spin. Paco built the Focus Aura with a less intrusive alert mechanism that can help you maintain focus and keep you on track in a world full of distractions. A custom laser cut box houses electronics and supports a 3D printed diffusion lamp. Min Q turned to anime for inspiration. His e-ink display grabs a new anime quote every 5 minutes. It uses a Raspberry Pi Zero 2W and a SPI display connection. I might not be Professor Oak, but I think Min's build is cool enough to make Brock open his eyes. Sawyer wanted to remotely control a Pico even more so than you can do with Adafruit's wireless workflow. He included the ability to execute code real-time without saving and play live audio streamed over Wi-Fi. A very clever technical build. Steph built a maze game that you can control from an Adafruit touch sensor. The board includes custom animations and a uniquely generated maze each time you play. A fun use of CircuitPython for game development. Alfonso built a simulated tachometer. Turn the key and the engine starts, turn the potentiometer, and you control acceleration. But don't go into the red zone or you'll blow out. Finance major Mitch built a stock ticker that includes updates on price, percent change, portfolio standard deviation, volume, and more. As Jim Cramer might say, booyah! Justin built a reaction machine with a leaderboard that tests the fastest reflexes in class. Competition was most fierce. Nate built a nightlight for a sleepwalking relative that uses a motion sensor to detect when a loved one is on the prowl and flashes a light and issues an alarm. Keep 'em safe, Nate. Adam went bringing down the house on us, building a Circuit Playground Bluefruit Vegas blackjack card counter. Don't try this in real life, Pit Boss. We can't Venmo you bail money. And Tommy Alexander delighted young ones with a Toy Story Andy's Home build. If the toys detect motion, Woody yells out, and everyone freezes. Otherwise, toys move about and play. Super cute and fun for any young Pixar fan. There were 3 award winners chosen by my teaching assistant, so if you ever see one of these bespoke crystal bad boys on someone's desk, designed and laser cut by yours truly, you know they're the best of the best. Siga won for her creative and practical assistive tech touch xylophone project. Paco won for Focus Aura, and Drew won for the amazing LLM bookshelf. Our course is taught flipped class style, and I've developed a curriculum of over 100 videos that's free to all. Start your learning journey at bit.ly/CircuitPython-school. Congratulations to all of our student makers. It was an absolute honor to be part of your learning journey. Stay in touch. I can't wait to see where your careers are headed. Keep hacking.